In this video, I'm going to go over Herbalife, what products I currently take, what it was like when I become a coach, and just sort of what I think about it as an overall company and like my experience with it. So I'll start with how I actually got into Herbalife. It was probably about 6, 7 years ago. I bumped into an old school friend, and he had recently started working out at like a nutrition center where there was a guy there that was involved in Herbalife, and he had signed my friend up. So my friend started telling me about these like really good products, and he could see that I was working out at the time, but at that time I didn't really know a lot about nutrition, and I was working out, but I was still quite like chunky to say the least. He invited me to come along to the nutrition center to meet his friend that had signed him up, and they basically talked me through sort of like the products and like a plan, like a breakfast plan basically. And I bought into it, so I bought a breakfast plan, which was like these shakes here. And I tried it, and it tasted really good. The products tasted really good, and I ended up getting more and more involved at this nutrition center, and they were signing up more and more people like every week, and it was getting quite popular. And after probably just a month or so of taking the products, my friend signed me up as a coach. Now, when you sign up, or when someone signs you up, you immediately start with 25% discount off of the products. Now, and then you can basically sell the products to clients. So you can become like a PT basically to them. But obviously, you don't have to go to the gym and train them. You can more or less just like sort of guide them through like how to lose weight with the products, etc., etc. And the formula I thought was pretty well laid out. You sort of message someone and say, look, you trying to lose weight, I can help you. And then you sort of get them to the nutrition club, you sit them down, you show people like transformations that other people have had with the products and all that, and people sort of really buy into it, a bit like I did when I first got introduced to it. Now, the problem I have with just signing anyone up is the fact that you can sign people up that have absolutely no knowledge about nutrition and no real background in fitness. Kind of like when I signed up, like I knew how to train in the gym, but I didn't know anything about nutrition. So I was trying to get clients, like friends and family and stuff like that. I wanted to help, but I couldn't really guide them through nutrition when I was still struggling to even know what I was supposed to be doing. So I think the issue is that they sign up just sort of anyone, and then they can go out and just start trying to sell the products to people, and it kind of gets a bit messy. So you start on 25% discount, and basically how you earn your money is you get a client, and then you sell them a full like breakfast plan, and then there's more after that are more money and then more products. So you keep the 25% difference. So you charge them the full amount if you didn't have the 25%, and then you keep the change. But that's fine as long as you're actually helping that person and giving them enough value that they can, pay the full price basically. But like I said, if you're just someone who doesn't really know about nutrition and you're just selling it to someone, and you're not gonna, if they've got a question about like, oh, how many calories should I be eating in a day and that, and you've got absolutely no idea, you've basically just sold them a product just so you can get money, and they've got no value from that. But another thing they do as well is that what they'll usually do is they'll sign someone up, they'll get someone as a client, and then after they've lost a little bit of weight or they've helped them, they'll then sign them up to be a coach, which is a good way of doing it, I think. But the bad way of doing it is to just sign up someone, just anyone, just so that you can get a little bit of commission from their sales, who doesn't really know what they're doing, and then they just go and get clients, and then like when I was doing it, I didn't know enough to actually really sign people up basically. That's what I would say is the fault with the process that they do. But the products itself taste really good, because at the time I was trying a lot of like maxi muscle protein powders and stuff, but I was taking like loads of different ones that you can buy in Tesco's and that, and they just didn't taste that nice, or they was always lumpy and that. But I started taking these, which is a healthy meal mixed with a protein drink, and they taste really good. You get just a small blender, put them together, and it's like 2 scoops of each, and it was really good. And you get about 30 grams of protein between that, and it's low calorie drink as well. And it just, got loads of different flavors. Tastes really good. And another product I take is a Rebuild, which is after the gym. It's a chocolate flavor. It just tastes amazing. You're supposed to take it after the gym, when your muscles are all sort of worn out, and it helps you with speedy recovery. And then I also take these protein bars. They're like 10 grams of protein each bar, 130 calories. So the products themselves, I've got to say, are absolutely amazing. But I wouldn't recommend like paying full price for them unless you've got someone who really knows about nutrition, and they're like, I can get you the products, but it's going to cost you like the full price, but I'm going to really help you. So as long as that person's bringing you enough value to warrant paying the full price, because these are expensive. I actually managed to get 50% discount, but I wouldn't pay full price for these. If it was a case of I could only get these products but at full price, I just wouldn't have them. It's only because I get 50% that I even, take them still now. But they do taste really good. I can't take that away from Herbalife. And I'm not involved in it anymore. I don't sell it. I'm not trying to sign anyone up. So I'm not doing this video to be like, oh, in the link description, like I'll sign up if you want to try it. And there's nothing like that. I'm just giving my review on whether you should do it or not. Because there's a lot of people that say, it's like a pyramid scheme, and the way it lays out, it is a pyramid scheme, but it's kind of not at the same time, because if you sign someone up and you don't stick with it, that person can overtake you and make more money. But in a pyramid scheme, the person at the top is always going to be earning more money than the people below. Whereas in Herbalife, you can earn more than someone that signs you up if you work harder. And, if you are a coach and you sign someone up, you make about, I think it's like 8% on what that person that you signed up makes as well. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's kind of how it works. You get commission, and so you're basically getting paid if you sign someone up and they start doing well, or if you just have your own individual clients. I did have a few clients, like some family and some friends and stuff, and it was quite enjoyable doing it, but I just didn't know enough about nutrition to really say to people, this is going to cost you like £120 or whatever it was, just for a few tubs and like protein bars and stuff like that. But Herbalife's been going around for a long time. There's quite a bit of backstory to it about some bloke, and his wife died because she was, overweight, or it was something to do with her health, and he decided to make the Herbalife company, and like there's quite a lot of history there. And I know that this specific product, this one, is sponsored by like Ronaldo and stuff like that. So, they are the biggest nutrition company in the world, I believe. But there's a lot of bad like talk about them and like negativity towards them. But personally, I think if you're on the fence about doing it, or if someone messages you, because I know like a lot of people on Facebook and stuff, they make memes about it and say it's like pyramid scheme and all this stuff. But I personally think if you can get someone who really knows what they're doing, try the product yourself, because they are really good. And then eventually, if you get signed up, you'll immediately be on 25%. It's about 30 quid or something like that to sign up, and you do get like little sachets of like, some of the tubs and things like that. So that's what it is worth doing. But yeah, I think overall it's been given a bit of a negative rep, and my experience with it has been pretty good. The people that do it, it can seem a bit like they're a cult at times, but they're all people that are just really motivated to better themselves. Some of them might be a little bit up their own arse, but overall they are just trying to help people and make the world a fitter and better place. So that's basically my review and sort of my experience on it. So yeah, if you tempted to do it or try it, I would definitely recommend doing it. So I hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next one.